Okay, part two, and this time I'm not going to do any turning, and it's literally going to be a talk through, because about a month and a half ago, my mother wanted to go to Germany, and her German friends like wood turning, and she said she'd like to take them some pens. So I said, yeah, I'm quite happy to give you some pens, but she didn't want any acrylic pens at all. She just wanted the wooden ones. So I made some nice wooden ones, but I didn't think they were fancy enough. I didn't think they were right. So I decided to do some segmenting to make it look a little bit better. And the sort of thing which I ended up...
Can we have some quiet, please? Because I can't hear what the man's saying.
So the sort of thing I ended up doing was... can you see that all right?
Yep.
Sort of segmenting like this, running little stripes running through it. As it was getting closer to Christmas, I was thinking of ideas for Christmas as well. So I'm afraid all my relatives this year are going to be getting a pen and pencil set done in this way. So what I want to do is to basically take you through how I did this. Again, an incredibly simple little bit of segmenting work. So the first thing really is to just get your pen blank. So here's my pen blank. And then what I've done is just with the bandsaw, I put a wiggly cut in it. That's it, it's just a wiggly cut. So that's the first part of the project. The next part then is to put the segmented bit in. And what I did was I just cut a couple of thin strips of this wood here. Now I got this out of my garden a number of years ago. I've genuinely no idea what it is, and this is its natural colour. I've not dyed it, I've not done anything to it at all. So if anyone knows what it is...
It's dogwood.
Dogwood. Dogwood. Well, thank you very much for that.
The other thing that looks like that is begonia, same colour.
Begonia, right. But yeah, I saw that and I thought, well, I've got to try and use this some way. So once you've done your wiggly cut, you then just slot that in and then press it up, and you've got one wiggle in it. Then the next thing you do is you cut another line. So once that's glued up, you then just cut another line, wiggly line in, just overlapping it. So, yeah, so there's the first one. So on this one here, I would then just go like this and cut there and like that. So it just wiggles and you get that effect. Again, you get another piece of your wood, glue it together. Now, the thinner you get the wood, actually the thinner the line's going to be. The thicker the wood, the more the veneer becomes dominant in the pen spindle when you're turning it. I've got to admit, I prefer a much thinner piece, and I'll show you some really thin pieces a little bit later. So that's the second part of it. As you see, lots of gluing up and all that, and it is, in essence, segmented work, but there's no measuring in this. You're just cutting. Watch your fingers.
Do you use any particular glue, Steve?
I just use, what do they call it? The Gorilla PVA, which I buy from Screwfix. I use 4 clamps, just clamp it on, I leave it overnight, or if I do it first thing in the morning, then, just after tea or something like that, I'll go out and do the next one, glue it up, and it's ready overnight. So it does take a while to get it all glued up, but do it in batches, and it's not too bad. So once you've got this bit here, the next thing to do is to then put some more in. So what you do is you turn it over, and then you put in another wiggly line. That's probably not showing. Another wiggly line there, and cut it as if it was the very first one. Laminate it in, and then you do the second one. So when you've finished, you've actually got 4 bits of veneer running through it. So there's one side, and there's the other side, or there's the other side. So you've got 4 bits running through it. And that's your blank finished and ready to rock and roll.